Holy crap. So that was a crash. That was a crash. That was a powerful crash. Holy God. Can you guys see me? My God.
Thank you for calling Colin Studios host and...
Nope. Actually, I think I still have it up over here. Yes. Okay. Hold on. Wait 1 second. 1 second. I actually do need to do that. Wow. I have never had... everything on my computer crashed. That was wild. Give it a second to refresh. It'll all be good. Jesus is Lord. Wow.
the host room and can manage your callers from the Colin Studio web interface.
Okay, now you should be able to talk. Hi.
Hello.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
That was the struggle.
That was the... It's welcome to streaming. It's just the life of the stream.
Okay. Okay. Well, I noticed people were asking in chat how old he was. So he's 25 overall. But yeah, I was told through a breakup through a mutual friend, and it highly frustrated them because they're like, you need to do the right thing, man, and he didn't, and he hasn't spoken to me since. You've told me to go no contact, give him the breakup because he made it such a big deal, and then tried to throw like, hey, we have to be friends. Like after giving all the excuses, he's like, we have to be friends after this. It just didn't work out, and I'm not friends with exes. I've never been friends with exes. I don't think that is smart or wise to do whatsoever.
Well done.
So, like, my thing is like, I know I didn't really do anything wrong. I think it was really just a factor of distance. And when we were able to see each other, things were fine. But when it turned into almost 9 months of not being able to see each other due to financial ties, and then us both dealing with like issues on our sides, I tried to be as communicative and like supportive as possible, but it seemed like the more I tried, the less he did. And then it
because
just
he views that trying as smothering.
Let's see.
Because when someone is trying to be avoidant, they're trying to push you away. Like they're going out of their way to push you away, right? And when they push you away, what they're trying to do is introduce space. So if you're trying to close the gap, and they're trying to create a gap, right? And so you'll notice them getting even meaner. This is why, like, I tell people, like, just don't talk to your ex after a breakup. They broke up with you, which is creating a gap. If they did the thing, it's because they wanted the thing to exist. And now you're trying to undo the thing that they did. Yeah, of course they're going to be shitty and mean and rude and frustrated. Long-distance relationships generally don't work. Generally. For a few reasons, and I know we talked about one of them. One of them is because long-distance relationships exacerbate problems that exist in the relationship. A tiny thing here, if you guys are down the street from each other and you'll get over in a few days or a day, is a huge problem when you're in long distance. That's because long distance is it's a hand constantly pushing against the relationship and saying, nope, stay down. How you overcome that is A, through frequent trips, activities, keeping things interesting, etc. And B, the plan. There needs to be an end date. There needs to be an end date for the relationship to go from long distance to close, That's one of the biggest things that you need to really consider for yourself is, what am I doing to close the gap here? What am I doing to make this relationship better and more serviceable for both of us? To go from long distance to close distance. That way, a lot of these problems that originally were exacerbated will now just be regular, everyday relationship problems that everybody has to deal with, no matter how healthy it is. That, and also, you're dating a guy considerably younger than you. You said he's 26. You're how old?
I am 31.
So you guys are in just totally different places in your life.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing of it all too. Like, I don't really go out of my way with dating. This just kind of happened, and we meshed really well, and it just kind of worked. We just decided to give it a try because we meshed so well. And, you know, the first bit of it, yeah, it worked out perfectly fine. We were able to see each other, visit each other, and it was fine. It's once that started to not be as frequent, and then he started to have a lot of family issues or financial issues, and I was also in the midst of being jobless and then trying to find a job, which I fixed a lot of my problems. Like, during the relationship and after the relationship, I fixed a lot of the issues that were at hand on my side, where on his side it seemed like he waited until everything got too bad, and then that's kind of like he's learning the hard way. So it's like pushing him to actually fix his shit. Make sense? So it's
absolutely makes sense. The best thing you can do is run. You want my advice with this guy? Run. Run for the hills.
Because he's not getting his shit together, and he's always doing everything with the thought of.
All right, I'm gonna cut the music here. I'm gonna cut the music here. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna keep it $150 with you, okay? Let's go down the list of reasons you should not be with this guy. Number 1, there is an age gap that in and of itself, like by itself, is not the problem. It is what the age gap represents, which is he is not emotionally available. He does not know how to resolve problems in an adult way, right? He turns to passive aggressivity. He turns to literally ignoring you while you guys are still in a relationship, literally ignoring you when there's a problem. Number 2, he does not have the financial means to close the gap, or at least see you guys regularly. Number 3, he will drag you through the mud. How do we know? He did it. He knew he wanted to break up with you for a long period of time, to the point where a friend was like, all right, enough. If you're not going to fucking tell her, I'm going to tell her. Number 4, you got to get more of your shit together. I say that kindly, in a good way. You know, get the job lined up, get the money lined up, blah, 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 blah. Number 5, because between the combined means and resources of both of you, you guys can't close the gap. You would be taking an ex back who is going to be in the same exact situation after having taken them back than before. You're still going to be in the long distance relationship for a year and a half, right? Are you guys in a place to close the gap and move in together? No. So is this me saying there's no chance, give up? I'm not saying there's a chance. I'm not saying there's not a chance. I don't really play ball with hope. It's not my bag. What I'm saying is consider the relationship you had, not just I'm sad and I want my boyfriend back. Really consider, if I'm not looking at this as a romantic relationship, if I'm looking at this as a teammate, right? We're playing a sport and that's my teammate. Is that a good teammate? Is that the one that's going to help you win the game? I don't think so. Could he change? Sure. He could change. Yes. This could all be for nothing and I could be totally wrong and he could change. Will he change? If I was a gambling man, I'd say probably not. People generally don't change for other people. We change for ourselves.
Change for yourselves. It's all selfish reasons. Yeah, and that's some of the things some of my guy friends brought up, especially these past couple of days. They're just like, our concern, it's not that you don't have your shit together and you're not improving. It's not that. Our concern is he will come back when you have all your crap together. Everything's going smoothly for you.
Yep.
And he won't be coming back for a good reason. Yes. He will be coming back for a selfish reason. And that's what we're worried about.
Yes, that's a good thing to worry about. They're right. They're right. Yes, I agree. He's going to come back into your life when things are going really well with you and when things are not going really well with him.
And another thing they pointed out as well, they're like, if he's really as antisocial as you say he is, because you were like literally his first relationship with practically anything healthy, if he's really that antisocial and doesn't get out and do anything, oh, you best fucking believe he's going to come back at some point, because it's easier to come back to someone that's familiar than going to someone that you have to relearn.
Antisocial
like,
to the point where he found a girlfriend he didn't have to see.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that.
Yep. So
Thoughts?
that's why it's been frustrating, because I still have emotions and feelings here and there that just kind of bubble up out of nowhere. And it's frustrating because I'm just like, okay, I know what I'm doing is right. I know me moving forward is the right thing to do, but why am I still having these feelings? And all of my friends are like, it's because you're naturally a very, very caring person and you put a lot of effort into this relationship. That's nothing against you. None of this was your fault, but it's because you want there to be hope, and that's kind of your cross to bear. You kind of need to stop being hopeful in this aspect that he's going to become better or do better or at least apologize. Not everyone's going to do that for you. And it just sucks that he got a good girl that he didn't deserve and didn't know how to treat her. So it's just kind of like you're feeling all of that because you're not getting any of that closure because he was just going to be an asshole about it. And he proved that for 3 months. So
then why would you reward that?
I don't really feel like I want to. I that's why it's so conflicting. I think it's just leftover feelings, and I want to believe he'll become a better person because I want to believe people can do better and become better. But by the time he does, I probably won't care anymore. It's just right now I'm trying to find a way to not really focus or have it be in my brain space for too long. So when yesterday kind of happened with me being emotional about it, I was like, okay, that's not good. I don't need him in my head space right now with everything I'm improving on.
Yeah. This is the last thing I'll say, and then I'll open up the line for someone else. You missing and wanting an ex that broke up with you is not unusual, right? You don't need to feel some kind of shame that you miss them and want them to change and improve. That's just normal. Like, you're a normal functioning human. What I would say is it needs to be less of an emotional judgment and more of a logical, let's call it a gateway, right? A prerequisite. If he works on himself and reaches out and says the right things and does the right things, then we'll see what happens. Then I'll give it a shake. If he doesn't, then, I'm out. That's it. That's all it has to be. You don't need to worry about, like, I miss him, I love him, I'm thinking about him. Like, that stuff's normal. I'm not trying to fix or change that because nothing's broken. You're supposed to be sad. The question is, how will I know if he is ready for me? If he deserves me? If he's going to earn me? And that is, okay, he's gone to therapy, he's worked on himself. Okay, he's making a little more money. Okay, he's trying to plan trips with me. He's telling me he misses me. He's giving me emotional vulnerability. That's it. If he doesn't do those things, why does he deserve you? He doesn't. If he does do those things, okay. Let's reward good behavior. You dig?
Yes.
That's it. Beyond that, you're in a good spot.
Well, I appreciate your help and advice. It really means a lot.
You're very welcome. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
My favorite flavor of ice cream? I like... Well, now I was put on the spot. I would say I like Moose Tracks. I like Moose Tracks a lot.
Wrong answer.
What's the right answer?
Chocolate.
Chocolate? Well, chocolate's it's a good one. That's a safe one to go with.
It's the American one. Good old American. All right.
All right.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye. Haagen-Dazs PB chocolate is phenomenal. Peanut butter chocolate. Ho! Can I change my answer? Holy shit. Chocolate's such a vanilla answer. It's just chocolate. What the fuck is the problem? What's the problem? That was a crazy crash. Hey, Zoe, how are you? Bueno ice cream is the way to go. What the fuck is Bueno ice cream? Bueno ice cream. Oh, is this like the German? Oh, it's Ferrero? Did you know that? There's no fucking way. Do you guys know that Ferrero makes ice cream? Like is it the Ferrero chocolates? Kinder Bueno ice cream. We don't have this in the States, I don't think. I mean, we might. I don't know. Huh. I have never seen this before in my life. This site looks relatively American. Aha. Aha. Nope. Not American. Look at all those numbers. That's how you know it's not American. You have it in Denmark? If you have it in Denmark, we definitely don't have it here. One of the best things that I have ever... For bad tummy trouble, if you guys are having stomach problems, what weirdly helped me, particularly if it's like acid stomach problems, you know, not just like indigestion, although if it's indigestion caused by acid, this will probably work. Cabbage juice, aloe vera juice. You guys ever have aloe vera juice? That shit's delicious. Delicious. Rory, if you're ever in my state, hit me up. We have a local chain that makes their own ice cream, only available here. Their death by chocolate is like an orgasm for your mouth. You know the best ice cream I've ever had? I will. Thank you. The best ice cream I've ever had is oat milk ice cream. Oat milk ice cream is the most superior ice cream. Truly, it is the most superior ice cream. There. Americans and their ice cream. What do you fucking mean? Ice cream is... Look at how many people in chat are excited by ice cream right now. What do you mean? Ice cream is amazing. All right, thank you. Yes. Oat milk ice cream. Any store. What do you mean? What do you mean? Where do you find oat milk ice cream? It's everywhere. Test. Okay, cool, it works. Great. Soft serve. I'll give you some soft serve. I missed the call-ins. Didn't you guys miss these? I get to pretend I have a personality while mooching off of the personalities of others. This is fantastic. I use DGL and increased fiber for my GERD, but aloe vera juice. If you have bad GERD... So I have GERD to the point where I have gastritis now, apparently. I didn't know that. I've never felt it. But apparently GERD can be silent. Apparently you can have GERD and not know it. You can have acid reflux and not feel it. And it can affect your breathing. Because it affects your stomach. I'm too acidic. I needed to be more alkaline. Can it be treated through diet? Yes. I mean, that's a major intervention. Diet and medicine. Because mine's like so bad that it burns off the mucosal layer of your stomach. And then the acid burns your stomach because your stomach's not being protected by mucus. Pretty gross. So I have to take this medicine that like reduces the stomach acid so that it can be healed. And I also have to eat a very bland diet right now. But it's only for a few weeks. They said like 2 months. And it's not even like bland. It's stuff I eat all the time anyway. Like chicken and rice. Like for me, it's like broccoli. I eat that shit anyway. And I found special low acid coffee so I can drink coffee. Delicious. It's actually good too. Like it's good coffee. It tastes like coffee. It doesn't taste like anything's changed. Ulcer. I don't have any ulcers, but it can cause ulcers. Yeah. My GERD is pretty bad. That fiber helps a lot for me, but I might try aloe vera juice. It's super good. Your wife has to be on a PPI? Yeah. Yo, Physics, how you been? All my old buddies are coming back. Look at this. This is great. This is great. We have anybody new in chat? Let's see. We do. Hi, new people. Hello. So, okay. I would say that this was a successful test of the call-ins. Wouldn't you guys? Imagine being a person that only knows Rory for breakup advice and coming here the first time and hearing about how much acid he has in his stomach. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you guys about the bathtub stream. But besides the crash didn't happen because of the call-ins. The crash didn't happen because of the call-ins. That was me, my computer. I don't know. It's something with my drivers. I haven't figured it out. And I always am like, I got to figure out that computer problem. And then I don't. Oh, there was a bathtub stream. Oh, we did. Okay. Okay. This might be a video. Let's talk about the bathtub stream. I am, for those that don't know, a therapist and a life coach. Well, I'm about to be a therapist. I almost have my letters, so it's just an important distinction. And a long time ago, we did a bathtub stream. The point of the bathtub stream was to raise money for, I believe that was for animals. We were doing, which one was that? We were doing, I have a feeling that the music's going to fuck me up, so I'm going to turn off the music. Let's just try this again. We're going to do a recording. You guys ready? Okay. So a long time ago, I did a bathtub stream. The point of the bathtub stream was to raise money for animals. I think it was the ACA or I don't know. It wasn't PETA. It wasn't one of the bad ones. We were raising money for animals, and we were just trying to, you know, help those who are less fortunate than ourselves. And we raised, like, in an hour, like $200, which for a streamer of my size, I think is pretty good. I don't remember how many viewers we had then, but it doesn't matter. We raised money for animals, and we helped, you know, animals. That's the point. So during that time, I had been advertising my stream to my bigger YouTube channel, which was great because we had more people show up. But my YouTube channel, as you guys know, was for dating, relationship advice, breakup advice, etc. So people are showing up while I'm literally shirtless in a bathtub. I didn't really think it through. In my defense, I didn't think it through, which I guess that's not my defense. I guess that's sort of like a more incriminating. So I had people showing up for breakup advice on the stream to find me shirtless in a bathtub. And I'm a hairy dude, guys. This just gets worse as it goes down. And I had one guy show up and he was like, I came here for advice. You're in a bathtub. And I fucked it up. Hold on, I gotta do it again. No, I don't. So the guy came for advice, and I was in a bathtub, and I was chilling, and I had some wine with me, and we had a candle lit. It was great. Who was there? Who remembers that? Who was there for the bathtub stream? Why did you clip that? No, don't clip my chest. I was there. The guy says I was there, and I was looking for some love advice. I didn't really know that this was the kind of... The guy thought it was like an OnlyFans. I wish I saved that stream. I don't know why I didn't save it. And you remember, Saver, we raised like $200. I was chilling in my bed. Originally, it was supposed to be a hot tub stream. And I think it was a hot tub stream because I lost a bet. Or you guys met a goal. I don't remember. So we were trying to figure out, okay, with the means that I have, how are we going to do a hot tub stream? So the first thing we thought was, let's do an Airbnb, right? We can use someone else's hot tub stream. But then I was thinking, okay, what about the Wi-Fi? Okay, what about, can I have the computer and the microphone and the camera near a hot tub? I was getting kind of like anal about that. I didn't want to ruin the stuff I had. Okay, what about a hotel? Okay, is the hotel's Wi-Fi going to be fast enough to carry a stream? Okay, that's not going to work. All right, fuck it. Let's just do it in a bathtub, right? So I got in the bathtub. I turned it on. I'm raising money for the animals. And wouldn't you fucking know it, some people from my bigger YouTube channel show up and they're like, oh, we thought you said you were going to, here's $10. So that's how I became an OnlyFans model. And The funny part is I think I got more money and follows from that stream than I've ever gotten. And I was like, hot tub stream meta. Thus begins the creation of the hot tub stream. What will my name be? My name... What would my hot tub stream name be? I think it would be Big Nasty. Big Nasty. Or how about like, how about, I don't know, Beast from the Middle East. I don't know. You guys can think of a hot... I should do a hot tub stream more. You guys would watch more? Wow. I see stream only wants me for my body. Fine. I don't know. We did, you know me, guys. I'm not a money hungry person. I'm not. The one thing I do tell people is if they have Prime subs, give me your Prime subs because it's fucking free. Costs you no money. That's one thing. Love advice in a hot tub, but I'm telling you, it was like some people show up and they were like, "Oh, that was awkward for me." That was awkward for me because I didn't think about it. Because normally I have my normal. I have my normal people show up. I didn't think about it. I was like, you guys know the context behind what I'm doing. Did anyone try to show you a little more? They wanted to see some nip, and I said no nip. No, haram. That's haram. No nip. No nip. Allah will be displeased. Falafel waffle.
Bruh.
Falafel waffle. No nip. What? I can't. No nips. Nips not allowed on Twitch. You can't show nipple on Twitch. And even if you, I'm sure some people do it and get away with it, but like, I think at that point I was streaming a lot more, and I cared. If the channel got banned, I cared a lot more. So I'm like, I'm not risking that. No nip. Then why are we all here? I'll tell you what. We'll do a nipple giveaway. I don't. How would a nipple giveaway work? I mean, I suppose that you could, like... You could do pasties. I think pasties are okay. You were trying to get partner at the time? There's no fucking reason to get partner anymore. Twitch took away literally all the reasons to get a partner. I don't give a fuck anymore. What, if I got more money from Twitch, maybe I would push partner, but you don't get anything for partner anymore, so what's the point? You literally, there is no benefit. You're just signing a bigger agreement with no benefit. So that's my story. That's my story about nipples. About hot tubs. And nipples, both. Okay. Congratulations, you're all going to be on a video. Do you get paid extra as a partner? I think you get extra benefit. It's at this point, the reason to be a partner on Twitch is like the clout, right? Is the purple check mark and going to TwitchCon and having the badge and like, oh my god, it's a partner. I have partner on YouTube twice. I have 2 partnerships on YouTube on 2 different channels, and it has never. That's paid out a lot. I've made, by this point, probably hundreds of thousands on YouTube. On Twitch, total, ever, since I started streaming, I think I've made $8,000? It's a guess, ever? Total, from day one of streaming, ever, on any account to right now, probably about $8 grand. YouTube pays well, but that's over years I'm talking about, right? I started on YouTube consistently in 2016. The food streams are neat. We could do a food stream again. Oh god, how fun would that be if we did like a food call-in stream? That would be fun as hell. Let's do that. One in chat if you guys want that. That would be fun. But now I'm working on a different YouTube channel. I'm working on the Love Chat, but I'm working on the HiRory channel too. In fact, if you guys aren't, do me a favor. We could do a cooking stream. been a while since I made beef Wellington. The only dish I know how to make. Maybe we'll do a Harry Potter stream. Maybe I made like pumpkin pasties and what else could I make? I don't know. I know how I cook a lot. I don't only cook beef Wellington. It just seems fancy. If you go up to someone, right? If you're cooking food and you go to someone and you're like, I know how to make beef Wellington, they're probably gonna suck your dick. I think that's reasonable. I think it's a reasonable assumption. How do you think I got engaged? In fact, I think that's actually true. I think that's actually true. I think that is how I got engaged. I was like, oh, beef Wellington. And I think then... I'll actually have to ask her. That might be a true story. Harry Potter, but making food? No. Making food from, like, Harry Potter. Like cauldron cakes and things like that. Maybe we'll make butterbeer. Still 0 cheese and wine stream. You know, we can do that. Cake, what was your question again? 8 months, remember? I said 8 months. Your connection sucks, dude. I answered this question like 3 times already. Let's do it again. So the next TLC video, just make beef Wellington, then a BJ. No, it's not gonna. It's gonna go on the HiRory channel. Because, guys, I like giving advice. Truly, I do. But also, I want to be able to be who I am as a person. I want to be able to dick around and you know, have some fun and say, fuck, you know, like, dick balls and curse and talk about things that are interesting to me. I want to be able to help people and also be who I am. On the love chat, I can help people, not be who I am. Sometimes I can be who I am. It depends. I can't be who I am here. That's why Twitch is the rated R version of the love chat. I could be more goofy and fun, you know? Doesn't matter if it was a short-term or long-term relationship. Short-term relationships generally are... Short-term relationships have hurt... They can hurt a lot more, a lot quicker. Long-term relationships hurt like a motherfucker over a long period of time. But I would say they don't hurt as much as short-term relationships. Short-term relationships really sting. Beef Wellington... Beef Wellington with a side of dick balls. Ah. Oh. Of course. Today we'll be serving you beef Wellington with a side of a dick ball reduction.
Big pee-pee.
Yeah, pretty much. I have the Harry Potter cookbook, Chaos. That's the exact cookbook I'm talking about. Hollanday says, that's how it works, huh? Been misunderstanding my entire adult life. Rory's beef Wellington chat. I'm just saying, if you're trying to get laid. Because look at this. Like, if you're dating someone and you pull out a beef Wellington, it even sounds, the name sounds fancy. Wellington. 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 Beef.
What the fuck, Richard?
Wellington. I'm just saying, if you're on a date, here. Watch this. I didn't cook it from scratch. The only thing I didn't make from scratch was the entire thing. I didn't make the puff pastry. It's just, it takes too long. If someone comes to you and you're on a date and they whip this shit out, suck their dick. If I'm on a date and someone whips out beef welly, the music in the background's very like sucking their dick. I'm just saying, I'm not even trying to, because the amount of time, the amount of, like, think about what goes into this. Think about the amount of work that went into that. You're on a date with someone, it's the 5th, 6th date, and they're like, oh, wow, like, you know, I'm really having a fun time with you. And then you come up with beef Wellington, they're like, God, what did this take you 3 hours to make? Fuck. I mean that much to you? I'll suck your dick now. Oh. The first time you didn't do the puffs? Maybe the first. I know I've cooked beef Wellington twice ever on stream. And I think the first time maybe I did make the puff pastry from scratch. I'm tempted to make one now. I'm just fucking the amount of people searching how to make beef Wellington from this stream is like I'm gonna search Google Trends later, say how many of you sick fucks made beef Wellington. A little suck? Yeah, a little suck. You got it. Alright, I'm seeing tuna tartare here. Hold on. My new partner is an amazing cook. He made a pork tomahawk. That's a thing? And tuna tartare. If you're... But, Jenny Lee, let's keep it real. If your partner made tuna tartare and a nice big-ass tomahawk, you're telling me when they plated that in front of you, you weren't like... Or a big kiss. A little guac. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said if someone serves me beef Wellington, they probably get a BJ from me. From me. I'm not claiming that of others. Okay. Does anybody have any advice? Does anybody need any advice? Anyway, that's my story. About beef Wellington. Oh! My lady knows I care when I make airplane sounds as I feed her. Is that... little applesauce. Eat up, stupid. Is that how you do it? I've been doing it wrong. How are you, Rickety? Rory, I'm still hurting from 2 months after a 4.5-month relationship. My ex has big changes, moving back to our country, moving house, starting a new business. I guess she's forgotten about me. Does this make it easier for her? So, okay, a few things stand out to me. Number one, it's only been 2.5 months. So why are you trying to rush the healing process? Give yourself a little time to feel bad. Number two, how do you know she's coming back to your country? Are you keeping tabs on her? If you are, don't do that. Has she forgotten about you? I don't know that she's forgotten about you. I think she's moving countries, getting a house, and starting a business. I think she has a lot of things going on. You're not at the top of that because you've only dated her for 4.5 months. Meanwhile, she's doing major life shifts. Major life shifts. You know what I mean? She's moving to a different country. She's moving to your house, she's moving into a brand new house. She's starting a brand new job. There is a lot more going on than my 4.5-month relationship with that guy 2 months ago. What that tells me is you're focusing too much on her and not enough on you. And that doesn't mean you're allowed to be sad, and I'm not trying to take that from you. Like I said, I'm not trying to take that away from you. But I do want you to focus more on you. Focus on number one. You're number one. All right. I think it's video time. Video recording time. Cake, you can ask a million times the hope question. I feel like you did this and we had to have a similar come to Jesus moment before. Stop looking for hope. Hope is one of the worst things you can have in a relationship. Do not look for hope. Hope is not your friend. Hope is not your amigo. Hope wants you to do nothing other than focus on the relationship. Focus on them coming back. Focus on them coming into your life and fixing all your problems and picking you up and kissing you and making you beef Wellington. Hope is not your buddy. And focusing on hope or having an ex come bail you out of how you're feeling is only going to make you feel worse. That's why I don't want you to focus on hope. It is going to make you feel immeasurably worse. The best thing you can do is focus on the things that you do control. You are the only thing in life you have actual control over. So, hope is my aunt. Hope ain't it. So be very careful about using it as a tool, because what was the quote? Hope is the tool of an idiot. I'm not calling you an idiot. Seems like I was. I'm not. Promise. But hope is not going to be your friend. Hope will make sure that you slip into depression. And I made a video about depression the other day. Depression wants you to get you to do nothing. It just wants you to sit there and overthink. That way, you can overthink and strategize about how to win an X-Pack, even though hope is not your friend. No hope. No doom, but no hope either. Doom is the opposite side of the coin. Is you have no hope at all, life's pointless, why do anything? You fall into cynicism, and cynicism is not your friend either. It is about having balance and saying, of the things in my life, what do I control? And of the things I can control, which of those would benefit me in some way, shape, or form, right? Now, if I'm going through a breakup, and I want an X-Pack, but I have hope, so I'm looking for ways to expand that hope and blow it up and make it bigger, so that I can focus on that hope. And if I get the thing I want back, if I can get the thing I hope back, then I'll feel better. And I don't need to focus on me. I can just focus on that thing, the thing I'm hoping about. That's like saying, I hope I do well on the exam. No, go study. You have power over that. I hope I have big muscles. You have power over that, right? At least some power. But thinking about the X and like, what are they going to do? Are they thinking about me? I hope they're thinking about me. It's like, I understand it. I get it. I do get it. But what's that going to do? It's going to make you feel like shit. It's going to make you feel like shit, baby. Going to make you feel like shit. No hope. Just what you control. Namaste. How's the wife? She's good. She's good. She's chilling. She'll work. Should I make my socials public? No. You should not make your social media public. That's how I know that what I just told you went. Oh, we could do a Reddit story. You guys want to do a Reddit story? We haven't done one of those in a long time. Cake, you don't have to apologize for being sad. You don't have to apologize for being sad. Just don't do things that make it worse. All right, let's get to questions, and then maybe we'll do a Reddit story. Any tips on trying to... now's a good time for questions, guys. If I missed it, just repost it. You guys know the deal. Any tips on trying to date someone new? How to make a good, correct decision on picking your next partner? So let's do this. Let's get to clean chatting. Shrink this down a bit. And let's get the... Let me get that device that helps me not forget questions. Feature chat. Here it is. Bloop. And put it over here. Shrink it down a little bit. Good. And let's get feature chat. Did you ever try intermittent fasting? Intermittent fasting is how I lost as much weight as I lost. I lost a fucking... Can we talk about that real quick, guys? You care if we talk about that real quick before I get to people's questions? That's a big thing I wanted to talk about. Sorry, I'm just adding all your questions. 2 months sober today? Yo, fucking congratulations. Yo, Patrick, congratulations, man. Huge. Huge. Give me a sec. I'm just going through all your questions, and I'm adding them to a list. I'm adding everybody's questions to a list. So we're going to talk about... If I missed your question, just repost it. I have Lisa's questions, Hollandaise, Zoe's 8-bit physics, Turtle. Turtle, welcome to the stream. I got your question on a queue. We're going to get to all the questions. I tried intermittent fasting. I get too hungry at night. It's not for everybody. All right, let's talk about this real quick. This is a topic that's near and dear to my heart, and then I'm going to get back to... Then I'm going to get back to everybody's questions. This is something that matters to me a lot. Who has tried the ketogenic diet. Who has tried intermittent fasting? We're going to switch topics real quick, and then we're going to get back to breakups and dating and stuff. And we're recording a YouTube video, so you guys get ready. Maximum engagement. Maximum engagement. Here we go. I used to weigh over 80 pounds heavier than you guys see me right now. The way that I lost all the weight was, yeah, intermittent fasting and the ketogenic diet. I'm not saying calories don't matter. Don't listen to people who tell you calories don't matter. They're full of shit. The insulin carbohydrate model is a factor, not the only thing going on. And I'm not a doctor, and I'm not, Bobby Big Dick in medicine or fitness or anything like that. I'm just a guy who was heavy and lost weight. Here's what I did. Number one, I started the ketogenic diet. I ate meat and cheese and dairy and all that good shit. And for carbs, I had about 20 grams of carbs a day, maybe a piece of toast or two. And like that was my carbs for the day, right? I ate 3 meals and it was heavily ketogenic. I upped my protein because protein, really, I look like I was beating the screen off over here. I upped my protein because that made me a lot more full. And then every day I would go for a walk. I would walk for like an hour, right? Light pace, and that was the only type of exercise I did. And remember, I was like 80 pounds heavier than you see me right now. And even now I could drop 20 and be probably right about where I should be. So I did the ketogenic diet, ate probably about 2,000 calories a day. I don't know. I didn't really track. Because when you eat that level of fat, you're not as hungry. You're really just not as hungry. Intermittent fasting, and what I would do is I would probably have my first meal around 12. My second meal would probably be around 5. And if I was a little hungry, maybe I'd have a little snack at night. I cut out breakfast, and I started it around 2. And then I would eat probably again around 6 or 7, and then I wouldn't really be hungry. Then after a while, organically, I just wasn't that hungry. So I'd push it all the way over to my first meal would probably be around 4. And then I would just start only eating once a day. And again, walking an hour every day, probably about 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. And then little by little, the weight would come off and off and off. And I would get less and less and less hungry. And so really what you're just doing at that point is a caloric deficit and losing weight. And then you feel good because you're not hungry. But when I eat carbohydrates, for me, I'm not saying this for everybody. For me, when I eat carbs, I am so hungry all the time. I can pound a pizza and then a cheesecake and then a beef Wellington and then your mom and then just again and again and again. But when I eat mostly fats and proteins, I am just never hungry. And for me personally, I can't lose weight unless I have a feeling of fullness, right? If I don't have that feeling of fullness, like I am satisfied, I am good, I will eat. I definitely have disordered eating. So that's what worked for me. I don't know what works for you guys. Intermittent fasting and keto worked for me. I'm not saying it's the only way to do it. I love rice. I love sushi. Definitely love your mom. Just letting you guys know what worked for me. Thanks for watching. That's our video. I'm just going to start posting whatever the fuck I want on YouTube. I don't even care anymore. Not on the love chat, on the HiRory channel. If you guys haven't followed, do me a favor, follow on there. That's going to be the YouTube channel I'm posting fun stuff from the stream on. The love chat, I have such a fucking love-hate relationship with. How do you do fasting? You do alternate day fasting? I don't do alternate day fasting. No, I love food way too much, and I lift too much for alternate day fasting. I need more food. How do you do fasting? You kind of what I said, you eat food that makes you feel satiated, like the ketogenic diet. And then you slowly sort of just cut out the first meal or push the first meal later. And then eventually you just cut out the first meal. Then you only eat the second and third meal, like lunch and dinner. And then eventually you push them a little later. Then you cut out lunch. Then you're just eating dinner. That's it. You just get your body used to it very slowly. Very, very slowly. I'm not a doctor. I'm not recommending anybody do this. I'm just saying that's what worked for me as someone who had 80 pounds, 90 pounds to lose. When you have that much on you, you're going to be okay. If you don't, you skip breakfast, you're going to be okay. You'll be okay. Do you have health issues? No. I was fat. That's it. I had fat issues. I had like sleep apnea, and not even sleep apnea. I snored. Not even sleep apnea. I had walking up a set of stairs and breathing heavy issues. But did I have like genuine health issues? No. In fact, the irony of that is a lot of my health issues that I'm dealing with now came from when I was thinner. But do I have like diabetes, pre-diabetes? No. I have never been that bad. I was just a big brother. I was a big dude. And I find that when I eat carbs, I can clear a pizza by myself easily. And even, you know what, a calzone, I can put an entire calzone in my mouth. It's impressive. And then we'll do the the hot tub stream again. Okay. Back to the questions I have been missing. Sorry. Let's get to them here. No heart issues. No, I actually have... My heart's pretty healthy because I exercise a lot. Okay, so that's that. Zoe says, any tips on trying to date someone new and how to make good, correct decisions on picking your next partner? That's a good question. Because when you're dating someone, at first, you have no idea who they are. You have no idea what they're about. You have no idea if they're a good human or a bad human. What I would say, and the general advice I generally give most people, is look at how they treat others. Others being like, look at how they treat their parents. Look at how they treat animals. Look at how they treat, like, the wait staff at a restaurant. And you're going to decide if someone's a good fit for you or not based on the bad moments, not the good ones. You're going to have bad moments with a partner. When they're newer, you're probably not going to have bad moments because it's like puppy love, right? Everything they do is amazing. You'll notice what kind of partner they're going to be based on how they argue with you. Do they name call? Are they passive aggressive? Do they throw things? Like, that's a good metric of, are they a good partner? Are they not a good partner? How do you make a correct decision? You have to understand that there's no correct decision. If you're dating someone, there's a degree of risk. There just is. You could do everything right and still lose. You could do everything wrong and still win. But what I would say is just pay attention to how they treat others. That's probably going to be the healthiest piece of advice I have for you. Yeah. Let's clean this up a little bit. Browser. Let's add socials here. If I'm going to be using this for starting overlay, YouTube chat, alerts, chat. Chat's already here. Sound alerts. Oh, it's a picture, isn't it? Ah, that's why. It's not a browser source. Image. Aha! It's big. Pew! There we go. Looking good. How long did you keep your weight off? I kept my weight off... I've only really regained about 20 pounds of the weight. If I lose 20 pounds, I'll be back to the thinnest I was. What do I blame? I blame my partner. I blame being in a healthy, comfortable relationship. But I still go to the gym and stuff. I don't go as hard as I used to. Looking beefy. I lift. I do lift. The cardio is the problem. I don't do cardio nearly as much as I used to. Even the lifting, though, I'm getting flabby. I'm getting a little flabby. Yeah, I lost a little bit of mass, for sure. You just get comfortable. You're just living your life. You're doing your thing. You get comfy. Yeah. That's just... It's a sign of a comfortable relationship, you know? You settle in. I'm working. I'm going to school. I'm finishing up school. There's just life, right? I don't have all the time to devote to the gym. Could I devote more? Sure. Am I giving you guys some excuses? Is cake good? You know what I tried the other day? I tried tiramisu. It was all right. I need something a little more dense for me. All right. 8-bit physics says for the first time. Yeah, I never had it before. Thank you, physics. I appreciate it, man. Here's a question. Does no contact work after you said, sure, we can be friends? Yes. Just say, hey, I thought about it. It doesn't work for me. If you change your mind and you want to date, give me a call. Yes, it does. Yes. Yes, it does. Mr. Hollandaise. And then we're going to get to Turtle. Turtle, you still here? Yeah, I get to your question right after this one. Let's make this a little bigger. Baklava. Yeah, I've had baklava. Am I the asshole for not showing up at a friend's party because my ex, who I have not seen or talked to in 2 years, and her newly wedded husband were going? I was going to bring my girlfriend, but I didn't want either of us to feel uncomfortable. My friends thought it was a big deal and spoke to both me and my ex individually. I don't think it makes you an asshole. I don't think you need to avoid them 2 years later and you both are in new relationships. But if you didn't want to deal with the discomfort of it, then I totally understand. Yeah, you're good. You're good. I understand the question. I don't think you need to feel like the asshole. You're good. Safe. You're good. I do have a fucking Reddit story for you guys today, though. We're going to get to Turtle, and then we're going to get to this Reddit story, because it is like... It's kind of dark in a weird way. It's dark. It's about, like, death. Okay, let's get to Turtle's question here. Why is this cut off? There. Hey, Rory, my ex broke up with me after 4 good years because of problems like bad remote communication, stonewalling on my part, and relying on her too much. She had just moved to a close country, but we managed to see each other every month. I was also about to move in with her. She suggested that we go into no contact for 30 to 40 days and told me to reach out when I would feel ready. I was pleading a bit. Okay. She's coming back to my country next month for a while. Should I do anything different? Ex broke up with me after 4 years because of problems like bad communication and relying on her too much. She just moved to a close country. We managed to see each other every month. I was about to move in with her. Okay. Now she's coming back to your country. Are you guys in contact with each other? If you're in contact with each other... Yeah, I'm not seeing... We're still no contact. So no, don't do anything. Let them reach out to you. Let them come to you. If when they're in your country, they reach out to you, great. I see. So you're currently in like the 30, 40 days no contact. I wouldn't reach out. I understand what they said. I understand that you probably want to reach out. Because you're like, yeah, but they told me reach out in 30, 40 days. I get that. But if anything, that would make them kind of go, you still want me back. Mm-hmm. We want them to want you back. We want it to be something that they're doing that makes you... We want them to miss you. We want them to think about you. We want them to think that you're living your life and doing your thing, because you should be living your life and doing your thing. We're not trying to be manipulative. We're trying to keep it real with you. Do you know what I mean? Keep it real with you. Keep it real with them. Keep it real with yourself. This is what I want. I want a happy, healthy relationship with you. This, like, 40, 30-day no contact rule myth is just all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. So, if they come to your country, you do your thing, you live your life, and if they want to reach out to you, if they want to see you, they're coming to you. See what I'm saying? They left you. Now let them come to you. That's all you got to do. Also, if you guys are new here, if you haven't, do me a favor, hit follow. And if you haven't joined the Discord, there's a link to the Discord. Enjoy. This is the other Discord. This is not the Love Chat Discord. This is the Stream Discord. I'm going to start building up the Stream Discord. Cake. And then we're going to get to Reddit. Does telling your ex to only reach out if they're 100% sure they want to reconcile harm the chance for reattraction? No. It doth not. It doth not. No. Heavens. All right. We're probably done with the call-ins for today. I think we had a successful call-in. You know, we've called in successfully. No host connection. Please reconnect on the host. What? Oh, fun. End show. Fun. Can you reattract them if you don't interact with them? No. Cake, have you watched... You piss me off sometimes. I say this lovingly. You're not new to my fucking channel. Have you seen a single video of mine? Have you seen a fucking single video of mine? Have you witnessed a single of the fucking 500 videos I've made? Then what are you asking these questions for? What do you mean? What do you fucking mean? Lisa, have a great day. Have a great day. I wish you much lawn mowing power. All right. Let's get to this Reddit story. Cake, chill the fuck out. Chill out. You're good. You're just thinking too much. That's all that's happening. Chill. You're good. Let's do this. I want to get rid of part of this. Display cap. Let's get rid of half of this screen. And chat, I'm going to move you guys over here. Shoop. There's so much conflicting advice. Don't listen to them. Listen to me. I'm smarter than them. Oh my God, he just showed self-confidence. Quick, get him. Don't listen. So many of those fucking coaches are just brain dead. They're just brain dead. Let's get rid of this. Let's shrink this a bit. Move this away a little bit. That's better. A lot of these coaches, they just want your money, man. Never forget that. A lot of them, they don't give a fuck about you. They just want your money. This looks kind of good. I'm kind of cool with this. This looks alright. Will you be doing a collab with Nick from the Love Fix? Probably not. I don't necessarily like collabing. I mean, we could. I don't know. I'll look into it. All right. I'll look into it. Reminder, Corey Wayne wants 1.2K for a coaching session. Can you imagine? Great money to be made with, yeah. A lot of these people, the dating guy and I, that's different. Dating guy, we were like actual legitimate buddies. Right? Dating guy and I were actually like legitimate friends. Versus, I am talking like, let's collaborate so that we can have bigger relationship power on YouTube. I'm like, I don't know that I've ever really given a fuck about that. If anything, I would want to grow the live stream before the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel is just like, if I get to help people, great. The live stream, the call-ins, I want to grow the shit out of that. I'm just trying to find a way to. You know? I don't really know how to. With the call-ins specifically. It's hard. Maybe I'll do this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, looks better. And shrink this a bit. Bloop. This looks so much better. What are some of the reasons you've seen in private coaching that exes don't come back, regardless of the work people put into themselves? God, that's such a big question. There could be a million different reasons. It could just be because they are over it, truly. Some exes guys are just over it. There's no reason. They're just done. You know? They're just done. You didn't do anything good. You didn't do anything bad. They're just done. Some people are just over it. Violence of some sort. Absolutely. Yeah. Violence, abuse, hitting, stealing, cheating, that type of stuff. Emotional abuse. Sure. There's no one big reason. Distance. Distance is a big one. Yeah. I would agree. Yep, loss of trust. I can see that. There we go. This looks better. Do me a favor, guys. Spam chat a bunch. Just spam it with anything. I want to see. I want to see how this looks. I'm such a bitch with this stuff, huh? Yeah, I mean literally just like spam. Yeah, like spam. Attack. Attack. Yes! We ride! We ride! Actually, yeah. Everybody, copy paste, spam the pee-pee emotes. The huge pee-pee emotes. Yeah, those are good. Huge and tiny. Huge and tiny. Huge and tiny. Huge and tiny. There we go. Yes! Unleash the pee-pee! Yes! Jenny's like, haha. All right, cool. Thanks. Appreciate it. It's a lot of pee-pee. Am I still in contact with DG? We don't regularly talk. Okay, shall we get to the story? Let's do it. Thanks for spamming pee-pee. I appreciate it, guys. Can always count on you guys for some pee-pee. All right. My 23 boyfriend, 24, didn't want to pay $200 to save my life. This seems fun. I was at a bar with my boyfriend and his friends a while ago. We all had a great time dancing on the tables, singing, drinking. I remember feeling totally fine 1 second, and the next I got very unsteady and I lost connection with my body. I got confused and scared.
Pee-pee.
I got confused and scared, but then just so calm. It was all types of weird. This is seconds here and there. What? There are seconds that I remember. Most things that happened don't seem to exist in my memory. Okay, you blacked out. I became unconscious, and according to my boyfriend, the few times I opened my eyes, they looked very scared. He was told to go get a taxi and get me to the emergency room fast. He managed to get me into a taxi, and it started to drive. My boyfriend told me that during the drive, the driver told him that he would have to pay $200 extra if I threw up. In what fucking universe? What? Then my boyfriend said, fuck no, stopped the driver and wanted to walk to the emergency room. I was still unconscious and he didn't know why or my life was at risk. Luckily for him, the police were driving around and saw me laying on the ground. They asked him what's up and drove us to the emergency room with blue lights on and fast. They took it very seriously. Without them, my boyfriend would have been lucky to even get me to the emergency room. Turns out I got drugged that night. Yeah, it's fucking scary. Holy shit. It got worse as he forced me to walk with shaky legs from the emergency room the day after. A walk that should have been 20 minutes took me 2 hours. Even started talking about the fact... Guys, Uber! Holy shit! Even then, he started to talk about the fact that he could have gotten drugged too. And that maybe he got a little drugged. Even though he didn't feel weird at all that night. What a baby. Then he started to talk about him paying the taxi $40 for the little drive and how much that was. Like, he wanted me to pay him back or something. He was constantly stated that it was $40 and how sick it was. He looked up the symptoms related to being drugged and found that long-term symptoms would most likely be trauma. The next weekend, I had to be with his friends again and some people I didn't know. They talked about that night and even joked a little around me being drugged. That's horrible. Oh my God, what the fuck? This is horrible. He also ignored me once I said that someone was following me. He was never scared of letting me walk around in town at night, but a female friend... All right, well, this part's on you. This is a horrible story. This is a horrifying story. Holy shit. He also ignored me once when I said someone was following me. He was never scared of letting me walk around in town at night. That part you lose me because, like, you're a grown adult. I love that's like one of my favorite. That's one of the most underutilized ones that we have. Here's one for you guys. Hold on. Let me pause the music real quick.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
This is one of the greatest ones that we have. I wanna be a dick and use it during a call. But like, yeah, that must be really hard for you.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
It's a weird balance to strike to try and be both funny, but also make sure that you're helping people. I think it's a balance that I do pretty well, I think. But, you know, you got to be careful. All right. That Reddit story sucks and is depressing, and I'm not going to use that one. I didn't read it all the way through. But it's very, like, there's nothing to comment there. Your ex is an asshole. The end. All right. Shall we leave? Shall we go? And we'll be back Wednesday. Yeah, I think we're going to go. All right, friends. This is a good stream. I got to go figure out what clips I'm going to pull from this. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for bumming around with me, for being homies. And